All stand and remain standing until the conclusion of the reading of the proclamation. Ladies and gentlemen, the proclamation. All persons having any business before this honorable court now draw nigh, give your attendance, and you shall be heard.
Admission of lawyers. Muhammad Zishan Ashraf.
May it please the court, I move that Muhammad Zishan Ashraf be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Muhammad Zishan Ashraf be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nina Louise Atwell.
May it please the court, I move that my sister, Nina Louise Atwell, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nina Louise Atwell be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Gaurav Baines.
May it please the court, I move that Gaurav Baines be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Gaurav Baines be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Angela Elizabeth Bezevitsi.
May it please the court, I move that Angela Elizabeth Besavitsi be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Angela Elizabeth Bezevitsi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ariella Seiden Buckley.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter Ariella Seiden Buckley be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ariella Seiden Buckley be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Selena Grace Kabakar.
May it please the court, I move that Selena Grace Kabakar be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Selena Grace Kabakar be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Louis Joseph Kaleha.
May it please the court, I move that Louis Joseph Kaleja be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Louis Joseph Kaleja be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Tian Yi Chen.
May it please the court, I move that Tian Yi Chen be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Tian Yi Chen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jessica Chen.
May it please the court, I move that Jessica Chen be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jessica Chen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lei Yu David Chiang.
May it please the court, I move that Lei Yu David Chang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lei Yu David Chiang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Albert Tien Jung Chung.
May it please the court, I move that Albert Tien Jung Chung be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Albert Tien Jung Chung be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lucy Jane Dangerfield.
May it please the court, I move that Lucy Jane Dangerfield be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lucy Jane Dangerfield be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Kyle Trent Denning.
May it please the court, I move that Kyle Trent Denning be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Kyle Trent Denning be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lan D.
May it please the court, I move that Lan D be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lan D be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Angus James Logan Gall.
May it please the court, I move that Angus James Logan Gall be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Angus James Logan Gall be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Laura Patrice Glynn.
May it please the court, I move that Laura Patrice Glynn be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Laura Patrice Glynn be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jessica Claire Halloran.
May it please the court, I move that Jessica Claire Halloran be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jessica Claire Halloran be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sarah Marie Hewitt Bell.
May it please the court, I move that Sarah Marie Hewitt Bell be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sarah Marie Hewitt Bell be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rong Huang.
May it please the court, I move that my partner Long Huan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Rong Hung be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rachel Jane Jarrett.
May it please the court, I move that Rachel Jane Jarrett be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Rachel Jane Jarrett be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Marie Brigida Johns.
May it please the court, I move that Marie Brigida Johns be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Marie Brigida Johns be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Liam Andrew Johnson.
May it please the court, I move that Liam Andrew Johnson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Liam Andrew Johnson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Afifa Kausa.
May it please the court, I move that Afifa Kausa be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Afifa Kausa be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sarah Kim.
May it please the court, I move that Sarah Kim be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sarah Kim be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Gina Lee.
May it please the court, I move that Gina Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Gina Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hamish Doyle McKinnon Lennon.
May it please the court, I move that Hamish Doyle McKinnon Lennon be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Hamish Doyle McKinnon Lennon be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Wenze Lee.
May it please the court, I move that Wenze Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Wenze Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Shu Lee.
May it please the court, I move that Shu Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Shu Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yishuan Lee.
May it please the court, I move that Yishuan Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Yishuan Lee be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Zifeng Li.
May it please the court, I move that Zefeng Li be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Zefeng Li be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jinming Liu.
May it please the court, I move that Jin Ming Lu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jinming Lu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Harry James Loader.
May it please the court, I move that Harry James Loader be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Harry James Loader be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yi Yang Miao.
May it please the court, I move that Yi Yang Miao be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Yi Yang Miao be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Oindri Nyogi.
May it please the court, I move that Oindri Nyogi be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Oindri Nyogi be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Gianni Danielle Martini.
May it please the court, I move that Gianni Danielle Martini be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Gianni Danielle Martini be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jacob Nadaf.
May it please the court, I move that my brother Jacob Nadaf be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jacob Nadaf be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lucy Michelle Newlands.
May it please the court, I move that Lucy Michelle Newlands be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lucy Michelle Newlands be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Brendan Peter Offner.
May it please the court, I move that Brendan Peter Offner be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Brendan Peter Offner be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Melissa Jane Rakic.
May it please the court, I move that Melissa Jane Rakic be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Melissa Jane Rakic be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Claudia Rose Rosasinski.
May it please the court, I move that Claudia Rose Rosasinski be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Claudia Rose Rosazinski be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Rebecca Xiao Ying Xu.
May it please the court, I move that Rebecca Zhao Ying Shu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Rebecca Xiao Ying Shu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nadia Milenka Simic.
May it please the court, I move that Nadia Milanka Simic be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nadia Belanka Simic be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Isaac Chris Evan Smith.
May it please the court, I move that Isaac Chris Evan Smith be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Isaac Chris Evan Smith be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Matthew Roy Smith.
May it please the court, I move that Matthew Roy Smith be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Matthew Roy Smith be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yitong Tao.
May it please the court, I move that Yitong Tao be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Yitong Tao be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Annalise Todorovsky.
May it please the court, I move that Annalise Todorovsky be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Annalise Todorovsky be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Luke John Mesrani.
May it please the court, I move that my son Luke John Mesrani be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Luke John Mesrani be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Arkady Vidyev.
May it please the court, I move that Arkady Vidyev be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Arkady Vidyev be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Nikita Vidyev.
May it please the court, I move that Nikita Vidyev be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Nikita Vidyev be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Caitlin Rose Morris Walker.
May it please the court, I move that Caitlin Rose Morris Walker be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Caitlin Rose Morris Walker be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sule Wang.
May it please the court, I move that Sule Wang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sule Wang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Mackenzie Fitzgerald War.
May it please the court, I move that Mackenzie Fitzgerald War be admitted as a member of this honourable court.
Let Mackenzie Fitzgerald War be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Adam Williamson.
May it please the court, I move that Adam Williamson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Adam Williamson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Emma Jane Workman.
May it please the court, I move that Emma Jane Workman be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Emma Jane Workman be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Haiyang Yuan.
May it please the court, I move that Haiyang Yuan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Haiyang Yuan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Dan Kyo Zait.
May it please the court, I move that Dan Kyo Zait be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Dan Kyo Zait be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jing Zhen.
May it please the court, may I move that Jing Zhang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jing Zheng be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hao Zheng.
May it please the court, I move that Hao Zheng be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Hao Zheng be admitted as a lawyer of this court. It will be necessary for those applicants whose admission has been moved to stand and remain standing for the purpose of swearing an oath or making a declaration. Could you please stand as directed by the officiating officer?
Could the first two rows on my right please stand up? Mohammed Zishan Ashraf, Nina Louise Atwal, Gaurav Baines, Angela Elizabeth Bezavitsi, Ariella Seiden Buckley, Selena Grace Kabakar, Louis Joseph Kaleja, Tian Yi Chen, Jessica Chen, Lei Yu David Chiang, Albert Tien Jung Chung, Lucy Jane Dangerfield, Kyle Trent Denning, Lan D, Angus James Logan Gall, Laura Patrice Glynn. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. Sit down. Jessica Claire Halloran. Oh, rows 3 and 4, please stand up. Jessica Claire Halloran. Sarah Marie Heward Bell. Rong Huang. Rachel Jane Jarrett. Marie Brigida Johns. Liam Andrew Johnson. Afifa Kausar. Sarah Kim. Gina Lee. Hamish Doyle McKinnon Lennon. Wenzei Li. Shu Li. Yishuan Li. Zifang Li. Jinming Liu. Harry James Loder. Yiyang Miao. Oindri Niogi. Gianni Danielle Martini. Jacob Nadaf. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. Please sit down. Good. Row 5, please stand up. Lucy Michelle Newlands. Brendan Peter Offner. Melissa Jane Rakic. Claudia Rose Rosasinski. Rebecca Xiao Ying Xiu. Nadia Milanka Simic. Isaac Chris Evan Smith. Matthew Roy Smith. Yitong Tao. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. Please sit down. Would rows 6 and 7 please stand up? Annalise Todorovsky. Luke John Mezrani. Arkady Vidyaev. Nikita Vidyaev. Caitlin Rose Morris Walker. Sule Wang. Mackenzie Fitzgerald War. Adam Williamson. Emma Jane Workman. Hai Yang Yuan. Dan Kio Zeit. Jing Zheng. Hao Zheng. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. Please sit down.
Now that the formal part of the admission ceremony is over, can I warmly welcome you all to the Supreme Court of New South Wales. I am Justice Beach Jones and I am the Chief Judge of the Common Law Division of the Supreme Court. Present with me on the bench today is Justice Kirk, who is sitting to my right, Justice Adamson, who is sitting to my immediate left, Justice Ball, who is sitting further to my right, Justice Stevenson, who is sitting further to my left, and Justice Kuntz, who is sitting the furthest on the right. I have to say, and it must be a reflection of you all, but this is easily the most populated admission ceremony that I have ever attended from the judge's perspective. Together, Justice Kirk and Justice Adamson sit on the Court of Appeal. Justice Stevenson, Justice Ball and Justice Kuntz sit in the Equity Division of the Court. Together, the six of us constitute the Supreme Court of New South Wales that has, in the exercise of its jurisdiction, admitted you to practice. Also joining us on the bench today is His Honour Judge Newlands SC of the District Court, to whom we extend a warm welcome. This court building is located on the land of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. The court pays its respects to the Gadigal elders, past, present and emerging, and extends those respects to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. To all the newly admitted lawyers, welcome to the legal profession. Today is one for celebration. We know how hard you've all worked to get here. I'm also pleased to welcome those who are with you today and those watching on the live stream. For many of you, the support of your family and friends has no doubt been invaluable. I suspect that they've all been on the receiving end of your finely polished or developing skills of argument and persuasion. I'm sure they display great patience throughout that experience. I encourage you to take the time to thank them. In being admitted as a lawyer of this court, you join an honourable and ancient profession, with the custom of advocates swearing an oath on admission to practice dating back to the 12th century. This court first admitted lawyers in 1824, nearly 200 years ago, and by 1830, the names of lawyers were entered onto rolls in this state, as you will do immediately after this ceremony. In fact, your admission ceremony takes place on a particularly historic day, as this day marks 200 years to the exact day since the issue of the letters patent comprising the Third Charter of Justice. Those letters patent established this court, and it was that document by which our first Chief Justice, Sir Francis Forbes, was appointed. It is in acknowledgement of this history and the responsibilities that you have just assumed that we observe today's formalities, including the fact that your admission has been moved by someone who is already a member of the profession, and that you have made a formal oath or affirmation in the presence of your family and peers. They are all witnesses to the promises and undertakings you have made today. In terms of tradition and formality, you will see from the portrait on the walls of this court that we are wearing the same robes, and in some cases literally the same robes, as have been worn by our predecessors. Believe me, we do not wear them for comfort or fashion, and speaking for myself, I do not wear them out of personal choice. However, the continuity of these forms of robes highlights the continuity of the rule of law in New South Wales. That continuity is something the whole community can be justifiably be proud of. There are very few countries in the world that have as long as continuity in the rule of law as Australia has. In a world in which there is much global uncertainty and insecurity, and where even comparable countries with similar institutions appear to be under great stress, the rule of law is more important now than ever. The rule of law stands in contrast to the rule of force. A society that is governed by and respects the rule of law does not suffer arbitrary abuses of power. The rule of law is the antidote to the rule of autocratic dictators and to populists who undermine their own democracies. The law touches every part of our society, and it can and will lead you all in many different directions and career paths. But in whatever direction you head, you must always remember that the oath or affirmation that you have just made is a serious one and deserves solemn regard. Whether you work in private practice, at the bar, at a community legal centre, a Crown Law office, a government department or agency, a union or industrial organisation, or an entirely different field, you should be known for your honesty, your integrity, your commitment to justice, and you must strive at all times to uphold these values. Notwithstanding the formality and tradition attending the ceremony, and to which I've referred, not everything in the legal profession remains unchanging. Let me mention two important drivers of change. The rapid technological shift brought about by the pandemic has had profound and ongoing implications for the way in which our legal system interacts with members of the community. It has also delivered great workplace flexibility for practitioners, particularly those with family responsibilities and in regional and remote communities. While the increased use of technology offers a number of advantages, the practice of the law has human nature and human interaction at its core. An essential part of being a good lawyer is understanding people, how others react to different situations, how they perform under pressure, and how they deal with each other. Another important driver of change is the increasing diversity in the legal profession, including the judiciary. This is very much a work in progress. In terms of female lawyers, we've come very far, but there's still much that needs to be done. In New South Wales, women were originally not even permitted to practice as lawyers, but since 2018, they've made up more than half of all solicitors with a practicing certificate in New South Wales and currently make up more than 2/3 of solicitors under the age of 30. Some of the most senior positions in the law in Australia are held by distinguished female lawyers, including the current Chief Justice of the High Court, the Chief Justice of the Federal Court, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Courts of Victoria, Queensland and the Australian Capital Territory, the President of our Court of Appeal, this state's Director of Public Prosecutions and Senior Public Defender, and the Presidents of the New South Wales Bar Association and the Law Society of New South Wales. Even so, there is still much to be done in terms of gender equality, and there is far more to be done to achieve a legal profession and a judiciary that is truly representative of our multicultural society and all socio-economic backgrounds. The achievement of these forms of diversity amongst solicitors, advocates and judges will assist in ensuring that all people who become involved in our justice system can be properly and fairly be heard and have their rights respected. A legal profession and a judiciary that truly reflects the society we serve is the best means of preserving confidence in the law and enhancing the rule of law. The admission ceremonies in which I have sat since becoming a judge 11 years ago, including this one, highlight that there is now far greater diversity of background amongst junior lawyers than when I commenced practice. That is a good thing, and leaders of the profession and the courts are working hard to foster inclusiveness and diversity. However, the task of building a legal profession that truly represents the community we serve will also fall to you as future leaders of the profession and the community. I can now offer you a little bit of professional and personal advice. As a lawyer, you will often need to make difficult ethical decisions. You must use the tools you've developed to think critically and not compromise on your fundamental duties to the court and the administration of justice. At various points of your career, you'll make mistakes, some minor, some more serious. We all make mistakes from time to time. What tests us as ethical professionals is how we respond when we make mistakes. When you do make mistakes, your commitment to honesty, integrity, and the administration of justice means that you must take responsibility, correct what you can, and learn from those errors. One form of mistake that can often be made is to give your clients the advice you think they want to hear. Empathy and understanding are a very good skill set for those giving advice, but telling clients what they want to hear will do them and you a disservice in the medium to long term when the true picture emerges. Being a lawyer means you're an advisor, a problem solver, a mediator, and an advocate. As you go about your day-to-day work, remember, you are not merely dealing with the law in a vacuum, but law as it applies to people's lives. An individual in need of your services as a lawyer is usually someone facing some kind of great personal challenge or crisis affecting his or her liberty, property, personal well-being or health, or financial position. For these reasons, you must always strive to deliver legal services not only competently and fearlessly, but with courtesy, integrity, and sensitivity to the circumstances. In this context, let me emphasise the importance of civility. Aspects of the law, especially if you're involved in litigation, are confrontational. The practice of the law could be stressful and demanding enough without personal animus and antagonism between practitioners adding to the load. It's essential you maintain your detachment, balance, and good humour, remembering at all times you are members of a profession and not a business. The second last piece of advice I will provide is to remind you that it is responsibility of all levels of the legal profession and the judiciary to make the law intelligible and understandable. The best judges give clear guidance to juries about the law they must apply to decide an accused person's guilt or innocence. The best advocates make their points to courts simply and succinctly. The best solicitors explain the law to their clients in understandable terms, no matter what their personal circumstances. For many non-lawyers, the law is often incomprehensible. One of your roles as a lawyer will be to make the law accessible to others, sometimes by unravelling legal complexities, other times by deciphering poor legal drafting, and sometimes by simply getting to the bottom of messy factual situations and explaining them in their proper legal framework. Strive to be clear and concise at all times in both your writing and your speaking. To do so facilitates access to justice. Lastly, can I emphasise that in the practice of law, your physical and mental health are both extremely important. There will be times when you feel overwhelmed, burnt out, or distressed. Legal practice can be all-consuming and physically and mentally taxing. Clients are often under great stress, and it's easy to absorb that stress yourself. You must work hard to keep your balance and keep your eye out to ensure that your colleagues do as well. If you do get overwhelmed by it all, and frankly we all have from time to time, try to take a step back and recapture some perspective. Remember, the law is a highly collegiate profession. If you're feeling the strain, chances are as well. Now, in this context, let me call upon a young representative of the Law Society to say a few words. Ms. Absalom, do you move?
May it please the court. My name is Lauren Absalom, and not so long ago, I stood exactly where you are standing today, and what a day it is. You are here being admitted to the Supreme Court roll as the final step at the end of a long and arduous journey. You should all feel immensely proud of what you have achieved thus far. When I embarked on my career as a solicitor, I had no real idea what to expect. It was not always easy. Often, it was overwhelming. But as I stand here today, after more than a few years working as a solicitor, I can tell you that it doesn't take too long to feel like you've learned a thing or two. One of the most important things I have learned is the importance of belonging to a profession. The legal profession is an increasingly large and diverse community, and one to which you all now belong. The Law Society of New South Wales is the home of that community. With our more than 30,000 members flung far and wide across the state, we are bound by our shared duties, our commitment to continuous learning, our desire to connect, and our drive to give back to our communities and uphold the rule of law. As an early career lawyer, belonging to a strong network of peers is crucial. That is why I've been part of the Law Society's New South Wales Young Lawyers branch for over 8 years. Here, I have found friendship, I've found inspiration, guidance and support when I've needed it, as well as opportunities to advocate and join committees. By joining the Law Society of New South Wales and New South Wales Young Lawyers, you will gain access to professional support, conferences and events, a wide range of publications, professional development opportunities, mentoring, volunteer opportunities, and so much more. It is the role of the Law Society to ensure that you, as a newly minted solicitor, can thrive and succeed in your new profession. So again, congratulations to you all. Look us up or speak to your employer. We look forward to welcoming you into the Law Society of New South Wales community. May it please the court.
Yes. Thank you, Ms. Absalom. Let me finish by noting the law is a wonderful profession, stimulating, challenging, and satisfying, and populated by intelligent, committed, and dynamic people. You should be proud to be a lawyer, proud of your achievements to date, and proud of the profession you have just joined. It's a very important profession that underpins stability and cohesion in our community. You are now a very important part of that very important profession. Work hard, take pride in your work, look out for your colleagues, contribute to your community, and don't take yourself too seriously. We wish you all the very best of luck on the exciting journey that lies ahead and a full and rewarding career. On behalf of all the judges of the Supreme Court, I congratulate you on your admission and welcome you to the legal profession. The court will now adjourn.
All stand. This honourable court is now adjourned.